It's Friday the 7th of April, the night before the Grand National. Paul Townend joins me on the line, live from Aintree Racecourse. Paul, let's jump straight to it. It's the race that everyone's talking about. It's the big one tomorrow, the Grand National. You've ridden around here a few times before, Paul. What characteristics does a horse need to win this race?
I suppose there's no law set in stone about what you need for it. I suppose you just need the horse to take to it as much as anything. Nowadays, you probably need a bit of class. Off Wayland's Boy has that, albeit going back a couple of seasons. So, no, if you get into a good rhythm down over the first 5 or 6 fences and they're taking to it, hopefully it'll be in for a good spin then, and we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, and you mentioned getting into a good rhythm there. It's obviously many more runners than you're used to coming up against. But what exactly is the National like to ride in? Is it that different from riding in any other race?
It probably is. I suppose the height before it and everything is else you need the horse to relax as well. You can get to the start and your race will be over, so they have to fill up with the massive crowd and the excitement around it. But it can be a great race, and if you're not getting such a good ride, it's not so fun, I suppose. But no, it's all about getting into rhythm. Like if they get a fright early, it's a long way around and being a lot further back than you want to be. So no, you need plenty of luck in it, and plenty of luck and a decent horse underneath you.
Yeah, well, plenty of luck, but everyone must go out with some sort of plan. Subject to change, I'm sure. But do you have a preferred tactics, a way that you like to ride around those fences, down the inner maybe, or how do you approach the race?
Yeah, you like any big handicap chase, you have to pick out the ones that you want to be behind, or more so the ones you don't want to be behind. You can often get a little bit more room down the inner, as lads will keep out a bit of space. So it's all about just where you can get into a bit of space yourself, get into a nice rhythm. You don't want to get blinded down over the first and get a fright, as I say, and your race is gone. So it's all about wherever you end up. Obviously, I haven't come close in the national yet, so maybe I'm doing it all wrong. So I don't know. Is there a lot? You need plenty of luck, and that's it.
And looking specifically at your lad, O'Foolan's Boy for Rebecca Curtis, she's had good form in the race with T for 3 before. How do you fancy this one's chances?
Yeah, look, they're very sweet in them, Rebecca and Garrod. So they're seeing the horse every morning. They think they have him back to as good as they can have him. So please God, look, he ran a big race in the Cold Cup only 12 months ago to the top of the hill. And he's a nice racing weight, and look, every is going to make a case for their own horse. So we'll take the positives out of it and see what we can do.
And if you weren't on him, which one would you pick out as the main danger? Perhaps one that you might like to ride.
I suppose there isn't a many clouds or a real proper class horse in the race this year. It's probably more of a handicap than other years, like it used to be. But I suppose Willie's horse, Pleasant Company, fits the profile for it. We think he won the Bobby Joe well, which can be a good trial for the national, and he's improving. I won him in Punchestown last year, and he just seems to have maybe a little bit of class, and he's been campaigned lightly and quietly enough, so maybe he is an off nice racing weight and an improving horse.
Yeah, well, you mentioned Willie there. I think it's Willie's only runner in the race, and Willie is sort of noticeable by his absence at Aintree this year. Not too many runners. We're right to assume that he's planning a big assault on Punchestown, trying to retain the Irish Trainers' Championship.
Of course. I suppose historically Willie doesn't have a big team in Aintree, and just last year how things panned out with the English Championship, he brought horses over here. But no, as long as I've been in Willie's, we never had a huge team for Aintree. It's probably it's probably a pity that this meeting comes so close to the festivals at home as well, because it is such a great meeting. But Willie likes to campaign his horse at home, and he definitely has one eye on Fairy House of Punchestown, and of course the Trainers' Championship.
And just before we let you go, Paul, just tell us, what would it mean for you to win the Grand National?
Look, it mean the world. It's the race that everyone knows about, that doesn't ever watch racing knows the Grand National, and they'll have a bet in the Grand National. The Gold Cup, I suppose, is more prestigious, but the National is the people's race, and it would mean the world to win it.
Paul, good luck tomorrow. We hopefully you come home in front, and you can tell us all about what it actually is like to win it.
Brilliant. Thank you.